Okay, before I go into the swarm hive, I wanted to get my smoker going a little bit. So last week I put them with a new bottom board, so it's one full hive. I added this box as well as the Vivaldi board to give them some room. So last time I was in here, there were quite a few swarm cells. Looked like they wanted to swarm again, or at least supersede her, meaning they didn't like their queen. She didn't move around a whole lot last time. They haven't really done anything in here. Nope, nothing at all actually. So last time I was in, there were a bunch of swarm cells as well as a lot of nectar. So there wasn't a whole lot of room for her to lay eggs. People would call that being honey bound. A lot of nectar, kept honey here on both sides. Some open cells, but looks like she's not laying in those. Exact same thing. Still not seeing her. It's a really heavy cell or frame. So some brood, lots of honey on this one. Some empty cells, but I don't see eggs. See a queen cup, but it's empty. So no signs of her. And quite a bit of brood on this side, but no queen and no eggs. Lots of nectar. Lots of nectar. This hive built up an entire box worth of frames of honeycomb in about 5 days. And then it seems like they decided to rest. So still no queen. This one is very heavy nectar, a little bit of pollen in there. Still no queen, still no sign of queen. Same thing. It's a lot of nectar. They're not really drawing out any of the frames any more than they had. These are definitely the most chill bees I've ever had. Calm, collected, nectar, honey. So they're essentially using this as their super outside of 2 frames with a little bit of brood. This is just where they're storing all of their resources. Same. So I'm going to move a couple of frames in. That side, nothing was done. This one is completely empty. I'm gonna squish them. help it. Okay, so no queen, no sign of queen in the top box. Not a great start. Ideally, we would see, whew, that one is heavy. We'd see lots of signs of her. Now this is out. Oops. Steady. So we've got empty, empty. Nectar. Maybe they're using the whole box. Whole hive as a resource. Start of a queen cup right there, but nothing in it. I have a feeling the queen may have died. Some open space a little bit, but no eggs. Okay, a little promise in this next frame. Light and brood, so that's good. No queen cups, so that's good. Still not seeing a queen. Doesn't look like she's laid in those open spots. Oh, there's a queen cup. Pretty good sized one too. So I'll keep looking for her, and if I don't find her, I'm gonna leave it. 'Cause that might be the only hope that they have. Some open spots, but no eggs on this side. Lots of pollen, honey, nectar, even more pollen, honey, nectar. Still no queen. Still no queen, but another queen cup. This one looks a little bit smaller, but if this is her legacy, then I'll just leave it. Oh, we got quite a few on this side. So 1, 2, 3 on that side. Yeah, she's not laying much, so I might just move on. and let them do their thing. Sure hope they're not interested in swarming again, but honey, lots of nectar. Honey, lots of nectar. Still no queen. Haven't been as diligent about looking carefully because it's so stinking hot out. But where there are spaces, she's just simply not filling it. So yeah, there's a chance that she's dead. Still haven't seen her. And this has some empty cells, but no queen or signs of her. Okay, so that's it. So we've got what, 4 or 5 different queen cups. No sign of a queen. Last time I was in here, she was pretty lethargic, so I wouldn't say that surprises me. The good news is the cells looked pretty good sized. There are a couple that weren't so great, but I'll just kind of let them be and see what happens. Worst case scenario, I plop one of these down on top